Hello everyone, I'm Anjana Adhyapak and I will be briefly discussing on cosmeceuticals and skin care, and I will be emphasizing on sunscreen. So what do you mean by cosmeceuticals? So let's first know what are cosmeceuticals before we proceed. So cosmeceuticals are the products that have both cosmetic and therapeutic effects and are intended to have a beneficial effect on skin health and beauty. Like cosmetics, these are applied topically as creams or lotions, but they contain active ingredients that have an effect on skin function. Now, what is the difference between cosmetics and cosmeceuticals? So let us know that. So cosmetics, they keep the areas on which it is applied in good condition, and also they protect, clean, or they perfume and the changes their appearance without modifying them. While as the cosmeceuticals, due to its composition, it is not classifiable as a drug, although it is based on highly active principles. So a cosmetic product is applied to the outer surface of the human body, and it cannot pass through the dermal or epidermal junction, which is the area between the epidermis and the dermis. While as a cosmeceutical product, the active principles are able to pass through the epidermis and act deep within the dermis. If the major difference between cosmetics and cosmeceuticals is that the cosmeceuticals are capable of penetrating through the skin to cause the effect. Now, what are the uses of cosmeceuticals? They are used as cleansing, moisturizing, and as beautifying agents. They also help in altering the appearance of the skin without affecting its functions. Sunscreen products help in protecting the body from the UV rays and treating sunburns. They are also used to treat acne, wrinkles, dark circles under the eyes, and other skin imperfections by cosmeceuticals. Now, the classification of cosmeceuticals is as follows. That is, they have skin care products in which you have powder compacts, you have creams, you have lotions, and you have colorants. So this is the basic skin care product that we are talking about. Now these lotions, that means lotions you have generally in liquid or semi-liquid preparations, and they are generally classified in the following three groups. That is, sunscreen preparations, which are stable to heat, light and preparation. They are non-toxic and non-irritant. They are readily soluble in suitable vehicles. The next we have palliative preparations. That is, these preparations are used for the relief of irritations and other problems resulting from sunburns. Then we have simulative preparations. That is, they are artificial suntan preparations to prevent skin damage by absorption of the erythemal radiations. Now, can we take a quick quiz? So suppose if I ask you, if you use plenty of sunscreen, can you stay in the sun for longer? Is it true or false? Well, I would say it is false, because the sunscreen is going to act on your skin only for a particular period. Now, which of the following surfaces reflect ultraviolet rays? Snow, sand, ice, water, and all of the above. You will be surprised to know that it is snow. Then you don't need to protect or cover your skin on cloudy days. Do you think so? Well, it's false. You have to cover your skin with sunscreen even on cloudy days, because even on cloudy days you can have 98% of UV damage. Then wearing white during hot weather protects you from sun damage, because light colored clothing reflects light rather than absorbing it. What do you think about it? Well, it's true, because that is why we usually tend to wear lighter clothes in the summer, and especially white. It is soothing to the eye. Also, it is effective for UV rays because it does not absorb too much. Now, the next thing is, if you choose a sunscreen with a sun protection factor of at least say 5, 10, 15, 30, then I would say minimum 50. That is what you should be choosing. So the darker lenses on sunglasses offer better protection from ultraviolet rays than do lighter sunglass lenses. Is it true or false? Well, it is false. It depends on what is the UV radiation, or it depends on the type of the glass. Okay, sunbathing or sun tanning once in a while won't hurt your skin. It's false. It does. The darker your skin color, the less you need to worry about sun protection. Oh no, why do you think so? It's false. You have to look after yourself, whatever color of the skin you have. Now, coming to the skin type and sun protection. Now, every skin type, like I said, whether you are fair or dark, you need sun protection. Now, to prevent and how can you do that is to prevent photoaging and wrinkles, to prevent skin cancer, to prevent hyperpigment and brown spots. So, although we say that we need some sunlight and sun rays to fall on our body, especially to have vitamin D3 absorption. That is, if you totally avoid your skin from getting sunlight, then it is harmful. But beyond a particular range, it is going to be harmful. Therefore, you have to prevent the excess sun rays so that you can prevent photoaging and wrinkles, that is sign of aging. You can prevent cancer and you can also prevent hyperpigmentation and brown spots. Now, to understand this, the UV radiation that we are talking about, you need to know that there are three types. So, you have the ultraviolet, that is UVA, UVB and UVC. Now, what is UVA? UVA are those, the 90% that reach the earth on a cloudy day. These are not blocked by window glass. These penetrate light clothing. They penetrate deeper into the skin and these have more long-term effects than the UVB. Therefore, you always have to protect yourself from UVA. Now, UVB, that is B for burn. The cloud cover provides some protection. That is, you can save yourself from UVB on cloudy days because these do not really penetrate. The intensity varies from the time of the day. It also varies with the season, weathers and the altitude. So, on higher altitudes, of course, it is going to be more exposed. Whether if it is rainy and more cloudy, it is going to affect lesser, okay, depending on the season. Then UVC, that is, most rays are absorbed by the Earth's atmosphere. So, more dangerous than UVA and UVB, these ones, that is UVC, and these cause serious damage to the DNA. So, you have to make sure that you save yourself from UVA and UVC rays. Effects of UV. Now, the short-term effects are that it could cause, especially if it was UVC, then it will cause direct DNA damage. It could also cause immunosuppression and sunburn. And in long term, it could cause epidermal thickening. It can cause skin cancers, pigmentary disorder, and visible signs of photoaging. What do you mean by photoaging? Photoaging is when you look older than you are or older than what your age is just because of the UV rays. So, effects like dry and rough wrinkles, then thin or fragile skin, poor elasticity, sallow color, dark spots and redness. So, these are the effects and these are caused intrinsic, that is 20%, that is intrinsic meaning what is happening to you genetically or by hereditary. So, those are intrinsic factors, that is 20%, but 80% are due to extrinsic factors. What are the extrinsic factors? First is the chronic sun exposure, smoking and pollution. Then what do you mean by SPF? So, whenever you say a sunscreen, then the next question is what SPF does it have? So, what do you mean by SPF? So, SPF means sunburn protection factor. Now, amount of protection from UV. Now, does not measure protection from UVA. Okay, so you cannot. Now, SPF 15 blocks 93% of UVB. SPF 30 blocks 97% of UVB and SPF 45 blocks 98% of UVB. So, like I said, UVA and UVC are those which cannot be controlled by these SPF, but it can enhance the protection by using the SPF. So, what does PFA mean? So, PFA means induced pigmentation or unsensitizing skin following UVA exposure. So, PFA compares the time of UVA exposure necessary to induce pigmentation in the presence of the product with the time needed to induce the same pigmentation in the absence of the product. So, what we are talking about is PFA, that is the effect of the SPF that you are going to be using. So, this ratio, that is protected by unprotected, is called as the PFA, and this measures the induced pigmentation on unsensitized skin following UVA exposure. Now sunscreen application. So to avoid or to stop from the damage caused by the sun, we are going to apply something called as the sunscreen. So how would this help? So this will help only if correct application of the sunscreen is taken, or it is essential to achieve the desired SPF or the PFA. Correct quantity of the sunscreen for the body is 2 mg per centimeter square. So you should use that much of quantity. If you're going to use it, so for the body, you're going to use at least 30 ml. For the face, you're going to need almost around 5 ml, and you need to reapply these every 2 hours. Now, what are antioxidants? So when our cells use oxygen, they naturally produce byproducts called free radicals, which damage the skin and cause inflammation in the skin. Antioxidants are free radical scavengers, and they prevent and repair the damage done by the radicals. So skin uses antioxidants to protect itself from stress due to UV and pollution. Now topical antioxidants increase skin's antioxidant reservoirs, and adding antioxidant to sunscreen is a new concept in skin protection. Now topical antioxidants, so physiologic antioxidants, that is those are coming which are consumed, then those are vitamin C diet, vitamin E diet, ubiquinone Q10 and glutathione, which is synthesized. Those coming from botanical are soy isoflavones, tea polyphenols, ellagic extracts, coffee berry extract and licorice extract. The oral agents for sun protection are proanthocyanins, that is the melasma, which is got from the pine tree bark extract, and grape seed extract. Then you have Polypodium leucotomas, that is melasma, and you have ellagic acid. So how do you evaluate these sunscreens? So they can be evaluated using spectrophotometric methods. It can be used doing the erythemal dosage, that is to estimate the erythemal effective radiation transmitted by the suntan preparation. In vivo skin testing, that is, this is a direct test on animal test, particularly the rabbits. The site used is either abdomen or backside, as these sites have minimum sensitivity. So sunscreens can prevent UV damage. The antioxidants and natural therapies offer good adjunct to sun protection. Basic skin regimen is important. AM sunscreen plus antioxidant PM retinoid, that is AM is to be used in the morning, is sunscreen plus antioxidant, and in the night you should use retinoid to have a good skin. Then oral photoprotective agents offer a novel mode of sun protection. Then photo aging is preventable.